Hello, my name is Ayan Sadiq and I'm 11 years old. In this presentation, I'll talk to you about plastic water bottles and the materials economy. Keep watching to find out how the bottles get into your hands and how it's affecting the world. While people are trying to extract oil from below the ocean floor, sometimes there's a small leak in that process, and the oil spill can then ruin millions of acres of habitat. When birds try to catch fish, their wings might stick by the oil and cannot fly and may drown. Extracting oil also creates lots of fossil fuels. Those fuels affect human health because of the harmful emissions that it releases when you burn it. It may also affect birds' health from the gas and birds' migration patterns and other living creatures in the area. People are still buying lots and lots of plastic bottles, so when people want more plastic bottles, the miners have to work extra hard to keep up with the demand, and that puts more fossil fuels in the air, and you have a higher risk of an oil spill to occur. Depending on the size of the bottle, it takes 1/4 of that bottle of oil and 3 times as much water as the bottle can contain to make one bottle. Per year, it takes 97 million barrels of oil for plastic bottle production globally. Most factories set up near a body of water so that they have a place to throw their waste in. These deadly chemicals that are released into rivers, oceans, or lakes can be very deadly for the fishes, and it may even impact the food chain in that body of water. In some countries, the governments are against bottled water. These governments are trying to stop and ban the bottled water business, but the business owners are trying to keep their jobs, and they do not care about the environment. To transport these bottles from the factory to the markets, it takes more than 1.5 million barrels of oil. That is more oil than what was needed to make the product. While they transport these products to the markets, environments would be disrupted when trains or trucks or ships pass by. Homes for animals might be unsafe if more and more vehicles pass by and belch smoke. Ships might even wreck habitats for the sea life. Smoke belching also affects us. When the demand is high for a product, the people need to work harder to produce the product and distribute it, and it needs people to work harder. When they do so, they burn more fuels, and that harms the environment. That's called a chain reaction. 155 billion liters of water are consumed worldwide in plastic water bottles. Imagine how many plastic water bottles are needed to cover that much. Plastic is also 100% non-biodegradable. Some people think that drinking bottled water is unsafe and that tap water is cleaner. Tap water sometimes also contains fluoride, which supposedly cleans your teeth. People are still using plastic bottles because they do not believe tap water is clean. Environmental health activists say that bottled water is unsafe because there are some kinds of bottles that if you use more than a couple of times, some of the plastic goes inside the liquid and you drink that. Bottled water companies are insisting that it's perfectly safe. In 2005, 100 plastic bottles were recycled every second, while 840 plastic bottles were disposed every second. In 1 year, Plastic is also 100% non-biodegradable, so that means that if you throw away a plastic bottle, it will never go away. It will just get smaller. When we throw away bottles, it may end up in a body of water. If more people throw it in the ocean, some animals may think it's food and may try to eat it, and after a while they die because plastic would get stuck inside their bodies and can't get out. When we throw plastics into bodies of water, sea life is affected because the animals might mistake it for food and eat it. That is also affecting food chains because if one species starts to die out and the population drops, its predator might also have a less choice for food. People are against bottled water companies because of what the process is creating, and we really want to help the environment stay healthy. But bottled water companies don't care. They just want their jobs to stay safe. You have seen how plastic bottles go through the materials economy process of extraction, production, distribution, consumption, and disposal. There are problems involved in each stage of the process regarding the environment and the consumer, but there is another way. Another way is to replace plastic bottles to a metal or a glass product. People want to make that change, but bottled water companies are fighting against that because they aren't fully aware of what's happening to the environment. But we can make that change.